Hey everyone. So today we're going to talk about how can we guide our partners into their awakening, their new age self, getting on their soul path without getting in the way and doing that in a beautiful feminine way. So the main key reason that we need to look at this is because we've come from the old way where it is women feeling like they can get in and I need to nag my husband to do this, I need to get him to change that, and I'm managing how he is, because women in the past had nothing better to do, really. But the new way looks at we need to give them a lot of trust to say, I value you as a wise being, that you've got this, your path is there ahead of you, you'll find it, it's going to come at you. I don't need to get in the way as such. And so I'm just going to go forth and explaining this, and with the example of my partner and I, so you've got a few more reasons to celebrate that, yes, miracles can happen, and yes, we can change our partner, but only in the magical way. Otherwise, we risk splitting up with them, to be honest. So the main part is that we are going to hold that heart space of love for them, and it can be wobbly as you go along this path. It doesn't have to be some glorious, beautiful, perfect thing, but that's what we need to keep coming back to, is to have the love that they've got this, that unconditional love. Even though I see you're drinking beers right now or going out with your friends all night, I still hold the love and I still see the light in you. And then we're going to move forth with that and starting to work on ourselves and our energy about that, and to start to see that, yes, their path will go forth. And so, for example, with my husband, I was seeing him ages ago. He had a lot of ambition. He's really passionate and creative, but then he was saying to me, oh, I think I'm going to be a gamer. You know, once you earn enough money, I'm just going to sit at home and play Xbox. And I was like, what? I was like, no. And the more I considered it, I did get a bit stressed when he said that, because it's like, oh no, that's not how it's supposed to play out. I don't know how I'd go with that. But the thing is, then I went away to myself and I added it up. I do the mental intuition thing of going, but hang on, he's really ambitious. There's no way he would sit at home playing for more than a week before he'd get bored and he'd start having some entrepreneurial idea. So I then went, okay, that's bullshit. That's his monkey mind talking. I'm going to put that away and I'm not going to give it any energy. So then it was me having to see the vision ahead. So that's where us women have to sit when we're doing the love and trust thing, is to keep visualizing ahead. We can visualize because our path does link in with theirs. We can't control them, but we can visualize what we like in a partner. The universe might have better plans and ends up being someone else. We can't control those details, but often if we keep visualizing, it is that partner in front of us. We just got to go with that. So each time my husband would say something like that, I'd be like, oh no, I would visualize stronger, and I'm, almost against it. So just be like, nope, I see him. He's powerful, he's creative, he's going out there, he's doing his thing. And slowly but surely, we wobbled, me, jumping in and whatnot. Then I jumped back out. And one day he said, I think I'll go to yoga. And I was like, yep, because I could see truth going, yeah, that's a good way forward. Go to yoga. He came home, was like, I've had an epiphany. I'm going to start a health food shop. And I was like, hooray, thinking, yeah, okay, great. We're going this way. And so I kept on visualizing, the ambition and whatnot. The thing was, I then got so excited for that. It never got off the ground, by the way, but I jumped in and decided, well, I better start helping him and I better give you all the ideas, because I had my doubts. I was doubting that he could do it. And to be honest, I jumped in on his path because it was easy to jump in there than me look at my business and my own soul work. That was the thing that was harder for me to look at. So it was easy to pretend that his path was my path and I'll jump in. And women I'm seeing are doing that in all sorts of reasons. I'm bored just being a mother at home, so I'll jump in on your path. I'm struggling with all the things that I've got going on that I don't really love, so I'm just going to jump in on your path and try and help you to change you. There's a lot of different reasons that our monkey mind is saying, no, don't focus here, focus there. So as soon as we're jumping on our husband or our partner's path, it's an indication there's something for us to be looking at to spend our energy in a better place. So yeah, it never got off the ground, which is interesting. I don't know if that was the universe saying, get out of the way. he went through all different things. He studied and did different things, and it was just signs that things are moving on. And that was enough for me just to keep visualizing ahead and going, okay, yeah, I see us, we're happier. That's another thing, parenting, that's another whole ball game, that I was visualizing in a better way. We're all open-hearted, we're traveling, this and that. And it started to shift that way. And so eventually, though, my husband has now gotten into, we all went, oh, yes, when he finally said, yep, I'm going to start a business selling CrossFit gear, and then I'm going to get to my bigger dream of owning a CrossFit studio. And so he's gotten into that. And so interestingly, the whole time I'd been visualizing, God, I don't know how he's going to get healthier. He was having the sugary, milky drinks, Coke, just eating whatever. Alcohol as well. I'd already given up the alcohol, but I could start to see I was planting the seeds there for him, and just by me holding ground that no, I'm not going to have the alcohol and I'm sticking with my healthy stuff, even when he'd bring his stuff there, it was still all in his field. It's like a perfume. It sprayed it around him. So the thing is, though, he never got the yes, I'm going to do it from me. He actually got the yes, I'm going to do it because CrossFit, they're into health as well, nutrition. So the next thing, he's jumped in and gone, okay, yeah, I'm going to look into this and that. And so he got on his own path. It's not exactly what I would have done. He got into keto and whatnot, but he actually then gave up meat and became vegan as well. So it kind of just went, so all of a sudden, then he was like, you know what, I'm going to listen to some podcasts. I've found some, they're really great. I'm like, I've been saying you should, because he's driving around his job. But again, I was planting the seed. He had to find the way to find a yes to do it for himself, not for me. So as you can see, the more we get in with our monkey mind, I think I know best, I'm doubting you do, the more we repel them away from where they need to get onto their path. So once he was into that, and the next thing he's like, you know what, this guy on the podcast is saying, yeah, I'm going to read all these great books. So he's like, I'm going to get some books. And I was like, what? You're not a reader, like never been a reader. Next thing, he's reading books. It was ridiculous. And so, yeah, so it's really gotten him really revved up, and I've just sat back and gone, okay, right. The more I step out of his path, literally the whole time, the more quickly he can get into his path, as long as I'm keeping my soul path going and I'm keeping my vibrations high and modeling how it is to be empowered, then he will find his own way as well. So that's a huge one, is for us to fully let go and to trust. And again, that was a wobbly path for a good few years, going through all of that. But each time he'd come and say, you know what, I'm going to give up the Coke, or I think I'm going to give up sugar now, sometimes I'd literally have tears, because it felt like a miracle. Like I could never have dreamt how he would have come to saying, no, I'm not going to have that anymore. You know what, I'm just going to give up alcohol. I think I'm just going to give up meat. What? So that's the thing that you have to be prepared to hold on to. And if you can't hold on to that, you can't expect things to change, and you can't be pointing the fingers at them, because actually it is us creating our own reality for ourselves. So if we've got doubts about the people around us, well, that's where they're going to stay until we change those. So that's big stuff. So then what we can do, coming back to this feminine approach and the love and the trust and, envisioning in the quiet corner, is also then doing that seed planting. And so really seeing your husband or your partner in their highest light. What do you see in them? For me, I went back to when I first met him. We had so many rough times. I was like, what attracted me to you? And it was, you were, as a personal trainer then. He was gathering people together like a community. He was very good at it and very entrepreneurial. I was like, that's what you've got. So I planted that seed the whole time. And it's no coincidence that where he is at with now with his soul work is exactly doing that, pulling people together and quite entrepreneurial. So that's where I was, more in a cheerleading role, and really in a, you've got this energy, just saying, yeah, I can see you, that would be something, without any attachment. I've just been planting those seeds along the way. And so for your husband, whatever it is, you might be like, hey, you're just so peaceful, or, you can easily do this. What are the key things that is your partner's essence that you can point out to them? And again, it's being the bigger person. It really is to not be like, oh, you're still drinking, or you're going out to football too much and you're not going anywhere with your life, but being the bigger person to say, I see something in you and I've got this unconditional love. I'm holding this space. waiting for the universe to bring that towards you. Because often our partners do know underneath they want to be moving forward. They don't want to be stuck any more than we want them to stay stuck there. It's just that a lot of the time us women are jumping in and we aren't getting out of that way for them to see their path. So it's a big one. It's a big one moving forward in the new way. It is what I'm calling like a sovereign relationship, where we've got two sovereign beings together. We're free to be ourselves. We should be working on ourselves and going forth to our highest light. And therefore, we just want to be together because we're high vibe, not you're not doing this and you need to so that we can get happy, and you're not doing this and I know. And really, then that's the codependent relationship. You need to be like this so that we can have a good relationship. So cut all those ties completely, burn them all up, and go forth in your power and your soul path. And when you're doing that and going just forth, I just want to have a good time here. No matter what you're doing, I'm going forth my highest vibe. Guaranteed that will rub off on them, and guaranteed if you stay out of the way of their path, they will come forth too. So I hope that is as clear as mud. And it's not easy. I can say that. I am going to put more posts up on my social media channels about the tricky times that I've gone through. I could write, it's a whole book. You know, with my partner, we've had a really amazing agreement together to do this kind of shuffle back and forth, and where are we empowered, where are we not together. So we've finally come out the top, and I'm like, now I don't need to really nag him about anything, because I know it's not going to get me there. It's actually going to be the worst thing that I could possibly do. So I just leave it. I will put a link in this video as well to my Get Off the Merry-Go-Round of Issues video as well. It's a quick short one, just so you can start to see. Sometimes you feel like you're going on the same issues with your partner, but actually you're probably going round and going up each time, and the aim is to get up to the top and out so that you just literally send that thing to bed. And I want you to have that vision that you can put all these issues to bed once you've both learned your lessons out of it. It's not just your partner. So this is huge responsibility stuff here, but I know you can do it. So please do remember, you can subscribe to this channel. I am putting more and more videos up, all sorts of topics, but it's all about empowering ourselves and then to empower our children and our family. So this one obviously with our partners as well. They are coming along for the ride. See ya, bye.